Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. I was at court all day yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to do any video. Today I want to talk a little bit about an issue that's come up quite a bit recently. It has to do with what the actual date of your divorce is. A lot of people, when they're negotiating dissolutions or trying to work things out, spend quite some time doing it, or maybe they separate. Other people separate. I mean, I've done divorces and dissolutions where people have been separated for over 25 years. It's just none of them ever went and legally got the divorce. So under the Ohio Revised Code, the date of the final hearing in a divorce proceeding is presumed to be the termination date of the marriage unless the trial court determines otherwise. And the trial court can determine that there should be a de facto termination date of the marriage instead of the actual end of the termination date if it finds that it would be fair in that specific situation. So what is that specific situation? Well, as many things in family law, there's no exact answer, but it goes on a case-by-case basis. There are some factors that a court is supposed to consider. Generally, trial courts will use a de facto date of separation when the parties separate, make no attempt at reconciliation, and continually maintain separate residences, separate business activities, and separate bank accounts. So basically, did you stop living together? Did you ever attempt to reconcile? And did you separate all your financial accounts? Those are the factors when they generally will use it. There are also some times when maybe not all those were done, but the court can still decide to do a de facto date. So there are some other situations in a case called Dill versus Dill that the court will talk about in trying to determine whether or not there should be a different date of separation or end of the marriage. 1, parties separated on less than friendly terms. 2, the parties believe the marriage ended prior to the hearing. 3, either party cohabitated with another person during the separation. 4, the parties were intimately involved during the separation. 5, the parties lived as husband and wife during the separation. 6, the parties maintained separate residences. 7, the parties utilized separate bank accounts or were not financially intertwined with the exception of temporary orders. Either party attempted to reconcile, and either party retained counsel, and the parties attended social functions together or vacation together. Those are some more factors that the court should consider in those situations. So why is this important? It's important for a lot of reasons, frankly. It's important, many of the factors in trying to work out divorces or dissolutions have to do with how long the marriage was, how much retirement is going to be divided, how much spousal support, if any, is owed, how much of certain investments was before or after this date. So really determining the date that the marriage ended is crucial to trying to work things out or for the court to consider if there's a trial. So those are some of the factors to consider. It is very common, more common than you would think. I do divorces all the time where people have been separated for 10 or more years. They just never do it for one reason or another, for health insurance, for the children, for Social Security reasons, any number of reasons. But anyway, that's kind of what the court can consider. Like anything, it really is determined on a case-by-case basis, but just thought it'd be something interesting to talk about, and hope everybody has a good week.